Good morning, pterodactyls. It is Monday. We're at our first job of the week. It's about 10:35, and I remember to hold the phone the correct way. We are covering up the floor. Like always, we just moved the stove. Tony was like, "Are we moving the stove? Like, what the hell?" But I asked him, did he have a magical way to get that L-top in there without moving that stove?
It's Monday.
But he did not have a magical way, so we ended up moving it. We got a ramp set up. We may have a little bit of an issue with the brick there, but I think we'll make do. Truck's right there. The sink cabinet's a little smaller. I think the cabinet guys have made a little bit of a mistake, and they didn't have it centered up with the window, so to remedy the mistake, they ended up with a little bit of a smaller cabinet. Got a little bit of a smaller sink, but I think it'll look good. I don't foresee it being an issue. It's just a little smaller left to right than a lot of them are. But just like any of my jobs, guys, I will touch base with you, and if we run into any problems, I will show you what they are and how we work through them. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer. I hope everybody has a blessed day. Alright guys, we just checked the template, and it seems like it will slide in here. We don't have a whole lot of play, but it seems like it'll slide without much resistance. So there's a few things we need to do in here, but I wanted to use this as a trainable moment and let Tony tell us what we need to do.
We need to slide this top over so that way there we can clear with the L top, possibly move this one over if we have any issues getting it in.
Okay. I agree that we need to move this one over. This one here needs to be moved completely off.
Okay.
I think we should set that one on the island, because with the L, if we're going to slide it back and roll her down, the L's going to come back and hit this area here. So with that not there, it'll make it a lot easier on us. So when we get this L, we've got to make sure it's perfectly flat up against that wall over there in order for it to go in. Because when you're perfectly flat and it's at a straight line, that's when the top's going to be its smallest. If it's at any angle whatsoever, it gets bigger, and then it won't fit. So guys, we were thinking about bringing it up and then trying to get it in between here. But Tony actually had the idea that it'd be better to go straight back here. And we did have to clear out a little bit of stuff here. But he was absolutely correct in this being the correct way to do it. So we went ahead and cleared the stuff out, and I think it's going to make it a lot easier for us to get this in here. I think it was a 50-50 shot that we would have got it in the other way, but it would have been a lot more tedious, and we may have had to try a few times, whereas this one I think we should be able to just rock and roll with it. So good call, Tony. Okay guys, we have got the L-top in place. I just kind of wanted to show you where it was at. So of course it was kind of tight between the refrigerator and the cabinet. One thing that you always need to be mindful of if you're using a no lift cart, I mean if you're just carrying it, you need to be careful as well. But you always want to be mindful of the customer's cabinet, refrigerator, and all that. You don't want to bump people's stuff. I've seen so many new guys, as well as guys that have been here for a while. I mean, they'll just freaking not pay attention to that, man, and just damage people's stuff. And that's freaking just, that's not professional at all. So be mindful of what you're doing and watch out for people's stuff. Have a little respect for people's homes. Alright guys, I got y'all set up over here on the island, leaning against some hand sanitizer so you can kind of see what we got going on. Alright, hold on. Like I said, I want yours pushed in so where it's about 1 foot 6 inches off of the dishwasher. Alright, that's there like that. So the closer you get it lined up to where it's supposed to be before you start tilting it and all that, you're going to be closer to your goal. And you're going to spend less time dicking around with your stuff laying flat in a position that you can break it in. And both parties should be paying attention to what's touching what and all that. It shouldn't be up to one man to babysit. Alright, we're going to roll the whole cart over toward the wall.
Doesn't have to go up, I think. Nope, clear.
Whole cart
Right there.
Alright, right there. You want to make sure you get the cart as close as you can without touching the cabinet. Now we're going to lower the top down to where the top is touching the cabinet. Alright, I heard it.
Touch it on the left.
So now we're going to push it in to where we're flat up against the wall over there.
Flat.
Just like that. Now, as you can see, I've got the sinkhole pretty good on the no-lift cart. Even though it's quartz, and quartz is way stronger than granite, I still put a bar on it. It's better to be safe. Alright, now I'm going to back the no-lift up a little bit so that I'm more centered with the sinkhole, about right there. So I want to push the cart forward. Alright. Pull the cart. Alright, I push the cart forward. That way I'm about 4 inches off of the cabinet. That way I can go up and down without damaging the cabinet or the dishwasher. So I need to lower it down a little bit because this side's a little bit higher than that side. Now we're fairly close. Now we're going to work this in, alright? But we want to stay as close to level as we can. We want to make sure this stays up against that wall all the way across over there.
If not, we'll get jammed up.
You see how that's not on the wall there? That's not what we want.
Right against the wall.
That's pretty much what you want right there. Alright, we're going to hold the cart. That way the cart doesn't push forward. And we're just going to work the top in. Now you look easy. Hold on. That end has come off the wall, I guarantee you.
Yeah, it is a little bit. You have to go in.
No, you have to pull back.
Okay.
Right, stop. Alright, now you can go forward. Hold on.
You good?
So, I knew Tony was off the wall on that end because it shifted my end to where it would not go in.
Down flat. Still flat. Still flat.
Stop. Alright, at this point the top is in there safely. So, I will lower the cart down once I'm sure that it's not up against the cabinet or anything, and we'll get it out of our way. That will allow us access to the top. Just hang tight, you're gonna bump a cabinet or something, we'll do it together. Okay. When you're moving this cart, when you're in a house and you got cabinets and stuff, always make sure you got 2 people on it. You never should be in a hurry to where one person should grab it with one hand and pull it across, scratch a cabinet, and end up taking the whole profit for the whole job.
So I was just trying to make sure it wasn't here.
I know, but when you pull it,
Yeah.
you know, all 4 wheels
scratch
shift.
it, yeah.
Alright, so let's get this out of our way. You know, we would go through all that trouble and all that work.
Just to
for 1
scratch the
second to
cabinet,
scratch
yep.
the cabinet. Fellas, we got the top in. We had our ramp so we could use the no-lift cart, but it was causing the door to stay open. So we went ahead and took the ramp down and pulled it back, kind of saved the customers air conditioning, electricity, and all that. You just got to think about little things like that. So now we're going to put everything back in place and we'll check and see if we got our 30 inches. If we don't, we'll have to put this top in the wall a little bit, but the customer is getting tile, so it's not that big of a deal. Alright guys, I went to mount the dishwasher bracket, but as you can see, dishwasher's already mounted. It ain't going nowhere. So a lot of the newer ones will have side mounts. So they're just connected to the cabinet. So I just went ahead and deducted the dishwasher bracket from the remaining balance. Alright guys, anytime I drill a faucet hole and I know it's going to be close to a windowsill, I go ahead and put it in the hole and make sure we got plenty of room. So I just drill it and pop it in there, make sure we got space where it clears and everything works out. Make sure the handle turns on and off and all that. This one's got a soap dispenser too, but you guys know the soap dispensers don't go up that high, so you don't have to check it. But I just wanted to show you guys. On this sink, maybe somebody tried to check and see if the drain was going to fit on there or something. Got to clean it with alcohol before you put the nano on. So I'm going to see if the stain remover will pull that off. Video there, Tony.
Okay.
Not that it matters because it'll get covered anyway. But stain remover's some good stuff. And as you can see, it pulled those marks right off too. Stuff is just awesome, man. So, good to go. Beautiful. Okay guys, we're finishing up the job and I was just doing my look through. Hold on before you do anything, Tony.
Gotcha.
So, if you're on a job site and you're the person that mounts the sink, it is absolutely 100%, no questions asked, your responsibility to crawl out from under that sink, look at it, make sure your overhangs are correct and match on each side and the front and the back, and to stick your head in that hole and look and see if it's nice and clean, which that is not. It is not your lead guy's job to come behind you and check all your stuff and make sure it's okay. It's a regular occurrence that we've had some sink issues. So anybody else that's out there, make sure when you're mounting your sinks, you check your stuff out. How crappy would it be to be an hour or 2 hours away on a job, not stick your head and look at the sink, and then have to drive all the way back out there to clean up a little bit of silicone that's got on the sink? Alright guys, we have finished. Pardon me having to get on Tony about that sink there, but it's a regular occurrence. So I wanted to kind of make it stick. Everything's done. Everything turned out well. No major issues. The cabinets were nice and level. Really, I had to put one shim, and it's right there. Pretty much everything else looked real good. This stove was a little short, so the customer had knee surgery not long ago, so we went ahead and helped him try to level the stove up and put it on some little feet, kind of get it level up there. I've said it in many other videos. I treat people how they treat me, and he was real nice, easy to work with. It's actually been an enjoyable Monday, so no complaints here. So we are finished, guys. And you guys know I do tile sometimes on the side. They are thinking about getting some tile, but it's not some that I'm familiar with. I gave them a couple numbers, some other people to call, and if they need me to, I'm debating on coming out here and taking this on. The only hard part will be up above the cabinets, because that'll be hard to get to there. But anyway, I'm gonna grab me some pictures and head back to the shop and try to get Wednesday's job knocked out. And hope y'all have a blessed day, and I'll see you on the next one.